Hey, it's Wolfy-Chan, and I am back with another anime review of a series that I should have been reviewing earlier. I realized that I have everything but Noragami Arogoto. Why don't I have this one? This is the second season, technically, of Noragami, with our main character Yato, Yukine, and Hiyori. Oh, I love them. And I actually love this season super much. We do follow more of a storyline with Bishamon and of course all her regalia, but we also find the new god of riches, kind of. He's one of the 8? I can't remember, but he's one of the gods that are not of poverty, but he's also really of wealth. And the weird thing about him is that he's been reincarnated so many times, because once a god's body dies, he just reincarnates into a little kid that gets taken care of by their regalia. So, his whole story revolves around him and Bishamon. Bishamon's story is, of course, she's getting blight that's infecting her because she has like 1,000,000 regalia. This woman can't stop getting regalia like makeup is to a normal person. I can't stop getting it. It's so nice. Or somebody who's way into anime waifus. Or somebody who collects things. She just has way too many regalia for her to be able to take care of them. Nonetheless, use all of them. Nonetheless, be able to take care of herself. She goes into this big herbal bath all the time because everyone kind of does slight blight things to her, and that's what clears her up. Well, one of her blights that is stinging her gets worse and worse and worse. And so, our head regalia is trying his best to get at it, make sure that everything's fine, and is trying to figure out which is the regalia that's doing this. Like, who is hurting Our Lady? Who's doing it? Well, of course, we kind of find out who it is because he's working with Nona. And even then, he doesn't show any blight because it's not necessarily him. He's just giving the ideas to the other regalias and they're doing it. You still find out it is this guy and all that stuff, doing this to make Bishamon become reborn, because with enough blight, she will die. And when she dies and becomes a young child again, he can basically manipulate her into whatever he wants. So whatever this is a war goddess. Or war god, who's female. But, I have to skip over that continuously. But having a war god that you can manipulate to do whatever you want is the end goal of this regalia. And it's so weird because what ends up happening is the blight affects everyone. Really bad, really hard, it's terrible, it is horrible. So Yato has to do it again. He did this once before with Bishamon because her regalia, which now I cannot remember his name, he is technically her earrings, who then had a second transformation, which is amazing for any regalia to have for their master. It's amazing to have that. And he changed from being something that was just like a stick in her ear to these beautiful sakura petals that his power is basically he can lock onto anything and show Bishamon. Very good in battle situation. Nobody liked him either, because, you're physically hurting our mistress. Whoa! Every regalia is different. What do you want? But he sees what's happening to their mistress with, at this point, 30. Nowadays, in this one, she's got more than 30 regalia. But he hired Yato, with the help of Nona, to kill a large portion of her regalias so that she could be clean. Now, this is the reason why Bishamon hates Yato to no end. Like, hates him immensely. Because in her view of it, he killed her regalia for no good reason. Like, absolutely none. When, truthfully, he was actually saving God from being reborn again and then having all this stuff repeat over and over again. Well, here it comes again. And of course, Yato maybe is trying to go for Nona, but then realizes it's not good, especially when he wants to use Yukine and be around Yukine. Well, he comes to the palace of Bishamon, and it is huge. It is beautiful. And sees everything that's happening, blight, and it's all becoming twisted. And of course, the person who is her regalia is like, I need you to do this again. Well, Bishamon is ending up fighting Yato, who breaks Yukine. And that is the episode that when it stopped, and there was like a 2-week break or something, killed me. Because you can't just show Yukine dying and expect me to be okay with this. No. So, of course, by the next episode, he turns into a second transformation regalia as well, and Yato is just crying because he's never had a regalia to do that to him, ever. So he is a two-bladed sword at this point, sharp edge, no matter what, because of course he atoned, realizes how much he needs Yato life. And Yato, in the end, tells Bishamon, you can either die and get reborn back into this life of blight, or I can kill the things that are so blighted that you cannot even cleanse them. And in the end, she lets it happen, but is still not very happy about it. Like, not at all. But she's alive, the people who are pulling strings are out of the way, and I think he gets technically killed by one of the monsters that appear. And then, of course, her amount of regalia is basically halved. For the other ones that are her actual weapons and armor and everything are the ones that she keeps, but some of them are gone. By the way, there are a hell of a lot more regalia that are outfits. That is a very interesting job, and might I also put in that they're all female, at least. The regalia that she wears as an outfit, either as a huge thing of armor, which was one of the people who was stinging her, or her weird bikini skirt outfit. They are women. Cool, but you are still wearing people. I don't know about that. That gets me a little bit. Well, then we flip to the story, because the guy who was working to make Bishamon reborn was trying to help the god of prosperity, money god. And he has been reborn so many times that he has lost count. And he's like, every time I've been reborn, somebody's taking care of me. I don't know who it is, or if it's one of my regalia, I don't know. But no. So he ends up trying to go into the underworld for basically kind of either trying to kill Yato or trying to kill all the gods so that he can be the head god. And Yato goes in, and Hiyori in this part, because she's been trying to help him through every part as she can, because she prayed so that Yato could go into Bishamon's castle. She actually ends up going because of her spirit form. Stop using it, lady. You're going to... They end up getting her to forget, but then she slowly remembers and is like, why am I missing this person in my life? And of course it's not okay with her. And then we have just going down into Yami, the world of the underworld. And Yato is... he's lured in there and is almost told to stay by the goddess of the underworld. Does it happen? I mean, not really. He does end up, he can't go back the way he came, so he tries to fight his way out. And of course, our poverty goddess, all good of her, opens up a hole into the nether to basically be able to get Yato out. So proud of you with your Forsaken fan, lady. But they end up pulling him out. He proves to the wealthy god that it's not worth it. You're not going to get anything, all this stuff. Well, by that point, he's blighted from being evil. He's super blighted. And he inevitably dies and gets reborn and goes back to where, I guess, the god originally came from. And is taken care of by these kind of old women. Because once again, he's an ancient god of poverty that everyone prays to. But he does end up getting reborn. And it's really sad. And they actually make that point that if Yato ever dies, he's never coming back. Because no one prays for him. And of course, Hiyori's like, I will pray for you, pray to you, so that you can come back no matter what, because you do not deserve to just go and die. It's really sweet. I love that. But it's very sad to acknowledge that if Yato doesn't have Hiyori, there's no way that he will ever come back, because he is basically a destroyer god. He is something that kills. Nobody's going to pray for a god that kills in nowadays portions. But I love it, and I need a season 3 in my life. I don't know if they're ever going to do it, but I need a season 3. And I love all of it. I love this series so much. It's so well told, well drawn, very interesting, and always catches me. It is more of a supernatural kind of anime, but really good. Recommend all. So, if you like this video, definitely leave a like. Leave it in the comment section below. Have you watched Noragami Arogoto? Do you have a favorite character from this season? It's still Yato. It's still my baby boy, Yato. Can't help it. And definitely don't forget to subscribe, that big red button, for more anime, manga, something new, something old, something different coming your way. And if you want to follow me on Facebook or Twitter, the links are down below. And I hope that you've been having a very wonderful, wonderful day. Wolfy-Chan out. Bye.